How you doing? And welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with DVD. And I am going to review or recap, should I say, Basketball Wives LA Season 11, Episode 7. And guys, when I tell you this was a decent episode, right? Back up. It's looking good. However, you know, the same old is applying, right? Jennifer and Evelyn. Let's get right on into it, shall we? Okay, now, episodes open up and the girls are talking. And they're talking about their issues with Clayana. And during this whole time, Brittany is just sitting there observing. I know she's thinking like, I know I am not feeling what Clayana is doing. However, I definitely am not feeling what they're doing. So we're all in the same little red wagon here. So Britt said she was quiet because she's thinking to herself and confess, she like, am I gonna be the next victim? Because she knows how this group operates. You know, whether these new girls admit it or not, they know they've been watching the episode. They know how the other girls operate. So at this point, she's like, okay, now I'm gonna have to be quiet because if I say something, then I'll be the odd man out. Okay. So she spoke to Jackie about the whole situation, and she was like, and she said just what I suspected she said she was gonna say. And she said she didn't like how Clayana was being treated, but she didn't speak up because she definitely was trying to feel things out, and she did not want to be the one that was the odd man out. And then she would have been the next one that's been ganged up on, which is definitely true because at this point, she has evil, right? Evil is not necessarily backing her, but at the same time, she is kind of trying to take her on as that little sister. But the thing about being taken on as a little sister for Ev and Jennifer is that you will be like beholden to them as their little minion, if you will. So he will she goes in and she talks to Clayana. And at this point I'm like, okay, finally Evil is planning to play, you know, big sister or whatever. And instead of doing that, she has a tendency to kind of like, I'm gonna spank you verbally. And that's how she was treating her, like, you know, I'm your big sister, but more like your mom. And Clayana says, well, all I was saying was that if you're gonna do me this way, then treat everybody the same. Give out that same energy. And so Evelyn was like, well, you did, you know, put your fingers in Brooke's face. And then she was like, well, no, I didn't. That didn't play off. She sat right there and lied. Because everybody knows she did put her finger in her face. Eva says, you don't put your hands on people. And then you put your hands on Jennifer. And now you know her, Jennifer's back up in her butt, resting comfortably. So she says, Clayana says in confession, this woman is a hypocrite. She knows doggone well that she has done things to people and way worse than I have. I was pretty much defending myself. Yeah, I can see that. Clayana, you know what? I'm talking to you, honey. I would definitely be on your side when it comes to the batches. However, you have been putting 20 on 10, girl. And see, in the audience, we are here looking like rooting for you because we know how it is with the dynamic duo once they get back together. So then you go off the rails with things like arguing with Giselle. For what? And then in her confessional she says, well, yeah, I do. Oh, see a little apology. And then Evelyn said, no, you owe Jennifer and Brooke an apology. And she said, Jennifer, maybe. Jessica, definitely. Brooke, no. Vanessa, no. Vanessa threw her stuff in the doggone pond. And in the pool, I meant to say. And Vanessa is at that point where she's coasting, right? She's coasting between both groups. But at the same time, the main group, the HBIC bitches, they are out for each other. So the HBICs is like the Brooks, the Evelyns, or the Jennifer. And they, okay, well, I should say Mean Girls, because they ain't the HBIC. The real HBIC is Jackie, in my opinion. However, Jackie don't use her powers for good. And you will see in this episode. Because she does not know how to be the leader and the mediator. Because the Mean Girls usually always win, especially when Jennifer and Evelyn team up. And you will see this as they also have a disagreement with Vanessa. Well, they're going to the see the shaman. So Jackie's out there with her bullhorn, waking everybody up, and Jasia's and confess. I don't even know if they even have. I'm from Mississippi. I don't even think they have shamans in Mississippi. Well, now in your area, I'm not sure, because the heavier population of Choctaw Indians is in our area, like southwest of where she is from, I think. And so maybe she didn't run into a lot of Choctaw Indians in her area, because they're mostly in the Neshoba County and Worcester County, where I'm from. And she actually isn't from not far from where I'm from. But yes, if religion and their spiritual practices were not suppressed, and if you go to the reservations and those Choctaws that practice old spiritualism, you might run into a few. They are here. That's just like the girl on Bell Collective embarrassing Mississippi by saying we don't have $400,000 home. I don't even know what a shaman is. No, just because you don't know what one is, that doesn't mean we don't have them. There is a difference. You make Mississippi sound slower than what it is. It's indeed slow. But we have things to survive. It's like my friends from Chicago, for real, thought we were still entering the back door of restaurants. We made it possible for you not to have to enter the back door when you come to Mississippi. Our ancestors. Okay, move right along. So they go visit the shaman, and this is such a peaceful, serene environment, and they got the sage going. And like I said, Vanessa couldn't go because her baby had diarrhea, and good old Isaiah just could not change a diaper. Say, what now? What have you been doing this whole time when she goes to see the girl? Do you just leave the baby in a soily diaper, or is it just the running poo-poos that you don't want to deal with? Child, bear. Next. And so, when they see the shaman, she said, Giselle says that she doesn't want to keep feeling the negative energy that's surrounding the group. Eve says she wants to release the bad energy against Jennifer. And she wants peace with Jennifer. And this is her swan song moment, right? Eva says, I love Jennifer, and I miss her. I want to make peace with her, and I want her to make peace with my daughter. I have missed you. I have missed you. And then Brooke says, well, I want to release and find peace with all the bad things that have come against me this year. And, I know she's talking about what happened to her daughter. Brittany says that she wants them to extend the same grace to Cleona. More hypocritical behavior, right? Because Brittany's picking up on it. She's like, they're forgiving each other only only if we humble ourselves, kiss the ring, and kiss the booty. Now, Eva tells Jennifer about finding out that she had been, Vanessa had been digging into her, oh, wait a minute, let me go back. Eva disagrees. This is where she disagrees with Brittany and tells her that she's not going to forgive Clayana. And that's when Brittany says that she is indeed a hypocrite. And that is the title of this episode, Double Standards. And that is correct. And what's weird to me is the Twitter presence. People are tearing Evil up on Twitter. But at the same time, her behavior as far as gathering the troops to be on her team, it has not changed. Now, how she approaches things has changed somewhat, okay? Because, I mean, she's not jumping across the tables, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, Eva, right in the middle of this session, she tells Jennifer about Van finding out about the extra son. Jennifer said, I know about the extra son. Clay talks to Britt, and she's telling Brittany she's calling Brittany Leatherface. Now, in the previous scene, if you recall though, Jennifer's man said that he had 2 children, 1 and 2. So, being that Vanquisha is the bill collector, that put up red flags for her anyway, because the children are 1 and 2, and he's been with Jennifer for 6 months. That was a red flag for me in the audience. And you're like, yes, we did get scammed for the puppy, but anyway, Britt goes to talk to Clayana, and she was like, I know you were wrong for putting your hands on Jennifer, but she is indeed playing the victim. And Clayana says, yeah, she's playing the victim. I mean, she was in my face. Nope. No, she wasn't. Now, I admit that I was indeed on your side during this conversation that you had with Jennifer, but she was never in your face. Quit lying. Okay. Britt also feels that there's a double standard in the group, because her and Evil had already agreed that they wouldn't throw drinks. But yet, Evil, in the conversation that she had with Clayana, agreed with the fact that Brooke threw a drink in her face. I mean, Brooke just had to do what she had to do. And then, at all this time, she was like, well, I am going to, Clayana says, I am going to apologize to Sil, but I'm not going to apologize to Leatherface. So, Evil and Jennifer restart their alliance by the fire. They make love and says beautiful words to one another. Jen says, I love Shanice. And Evelyn says, I know you love Shanice, and all you have to do is talk to my daughter. And then we can be bosom buddies again. Lovers and friends, lovers, and we can just ragtag on the rest of the girls in the group. That's what that meant. So, Clayana finally meets with Giselle, and they hug. She's like, can I give you a hug? Clayana's like, oh, Giselle said, I don't know about that. You were low vibrational when we spoke the last time. And then she said, I know, and I apologize for that. I just went too far. I really want to make this thing work between me and you. And then she says, what Giselle says, well, you made me feel really low when you was talking about my ring, because that you have a man that is playing in the NBA. He's lucky. My wife had to fight to be my fiance. My fiance had to fight to be the fourth highest paid. Even with your fiance being one of the top earners, he still is earning more than my wife, my fiance, as the fourth highest paid. And I highest paid player. I definitely understand what you see is coming from right here. This right here, bringing her to this show, is bringing a light on the fact that so many WNBA players are getting paid less than those players. And she was like, well, you know, at this point, at least my fiance can afford to give me these rings. And with your ex-boyfriend making 5 times as much as her, he should have been able to give you one next. Okay? But it's just, I'm still side-eyeing her. They confronted Van. Okay, here we go. They are all in this room together in this next scene. They confront Van about minding other folks' business. And she's trying to make it clear to Jennifer that she had no ill will towards her when she, found out that information. Jen said, wait a minute, let me take off my glasses. And do what? You ain't gonna do nothing. But you got a battery in your back now. Your name is Eve. Bbwla says, do you know I broke up with Cole? I broke up with Cole the first time I heard that he was cheating on me. Bbwla says, I never seen 2 women that didn't have nothing going for themselves. Then Vanessa said, I have a gym, I'm a mother, and before she could finish. But yet, then the bangs pop out in her head, and Banehead Jr. comes to existence. Erica Millen's Banehead Sr. Banehead Jr. comes activated, and she outs everything that Van told her about her miscarriage and the woman extorting money from her, and she used it as a weapon in that moment. And I think going towards the end of this conversation, she realizes that she made an error by telling information that Van wasn't ready to pull out yet. So she tries to soften the blow, but at this point, isn't at the point of no return with Jennifer, because Jennifer, don't you think I know? I know my man has another child. Yeah, but you didn't act like you knew at that event that Giselle had. Van was like, again, I'm saying I didn't mean any ill will towards you. And then, like I said, Evelyn acquiesces a little bit, and she thinks about it, and she apologizes to her for outing her about the miscarriage and Isaiah, the way Isaiah treats her. And she just told her, she deserved to be treated better. And, maybe, just maybe, if Van is being treated so badly, maybe she should try child separation. And that way, maybe she can loosen up the bang, and, see what that's like to be without him, because if she's doing cameras, emptying his ball sacks and all this type of stuff, yeah, you are, in a way, just chasing behind a dude that may not be into you anymore. And that right there is the end of that episode. Basketball Wild. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about that one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Now we're going to go. Like I said, I'm doing dual recaps for Basketball Wives LA and Basketball Wives Orlando. So now it's time for Basketball Wives Orlando. Right into hell and gasoline drops, baby. If this doggone episode did not hold true to the title, let's get right on into it. The episode opens up with Nick and Mulan at the pool, and Mulan is giving all her problems, laying all her problems with the group at Nick's feet. And Nick is like, well, I'm trying to like Ashley, I just don't like the way, these things are going. I believe that she did leak the information. And Nick is like kind of, coming to a realization, because she is mourning. So she's you know, she's seeing things more in the group. Okay, so Morgan's having fun with her kids. Mulan goes back to Mulan, and Mulan says she is blacked out because Nick told her, well, you know what? A lot of that went down at the party was you getting activated because, you know, you saw Danny. And she said, well, I just couldn't help it because they pissed me off about the video. So back at the little basketball thing with it, or the little fun and games place, Morgan is telling her that she knows, telling Danny that she knows that Ashley has been talking to her ex-man and telling all her business. Well, at first I was like, maybe not. But later on in the episode, we're going to find out that she really was. Apparently, it is something weird about this child support issue. Why would you be running from a man to get him to pay child support? It's a weird explanation. Is it something is left out, or I'm just slow? Not that word slow. Can we use slow now? But I'm thinking, I'm not getting it. Just quite honestly, because isn't the user the other way around? Isn't the user the dude that's running from the woman trying to hide about the child support? Anyway, Ash, so apparently, you know, at this point she doesn't know, but Mulan is thinking that maybe, just maybe, it's not everybody else. It's Megan that's telling all the secrets. Megan's missing. And Mulan is figuring it out. And then she says, you know what? I hadn't done anything to these batches for them to be mad at me. Morgan says, okay. Now we're talking to Kenzie. It's so many meetups in this episode, so we're gonna try to get them all straight. Ashley told Kenzie that she thinks that okay, so this is when Kenzie and Ashley meet up. So Ashley tells Kenzie that she thinks that maybe he hired a private investigator, knowing all along that she is about to spill the beans that she really did tell him where Morgan stayed. So nigga and Kenzie's like, wait a minute. Something is coming to me that I really don't think I should be privy to, but I'm not happy with how this is going. So now he does have the money to hire a private investigator, but why would you hire a private investigator when he got you running this? Why are y'all talking? That's what I want to know. Anyway, Nikki is with her mom and sister, and this is such a moment right here with Nikki. And it almost made me like Nikki, but I can't stand her. But they're talking about cancer and, you know, how her sister was having a fighting a losing battle, and they didn't even know she was fighting a losing battle. She did not complain to them, and they only found out about it when they were having to put her in hospice. And baby, when I tell you that is a hard decision. Megan meets with Kenzie, and Kenzie says she hates the things went left at the pajama jam. And in confession, she admits that Ashley is cool with Morgan's ex's girlfriend. And so she was like, well, everybody is now wondering why, you know, Megan was looking at the ex's profile on Instagram. And she says, well, you know, Ashley just said innocently, that's just Morgan's friend. And they put it all together, the ex and the new girlfriend, that Megan is the one who's been looking at her profile. In their minds, probably thinking that she's running back and telling Morgan different information. Ashley meets with her manager to plan the cancer event. And wait a minute, let me get all my notes together. So she meets with her manager to plan the cancer event at her store. And she was like, you know, she's lost without her mom, and I know how this feels. Then she said her dad died, but my dad died 10 years prior to my mother. But it, like, once my mom passed away and I didn't have either parent, it was like, it was back-to-back deaths. But then she says she lost her mom, she lost her baby, and you know it's a lot that's going on with her. And see, these type of moments make me feel sorry for Ashley, and I want to feel compassion for her, and I want to like her. But then all of this stuff with the ex and her setting the ex up with women, and then her being cool with the ex's new girlfriend and telling Morgan's business, and I don't want to like Morgan because she getting on my nerves now. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, they're planning to cancel the event, and she says that everyone is invited. I don't know if that was a good idea, Ash. And Morgan said she knew Morgan wasn't coming, and she tells her with the current conflict, you know, if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. You know, there's gonna be some people that's not coming. Morgan gets on the phone with her mom. Now she's in secret hideout mode. I had to move. I had to move because my ex is looking for me, and I had to send my kids to you. Why? No, that's weird. He don't want to pay child support, so she's having to hide the key. The only thing that I could think of here is that, you know, it was some kind of DV situation. Otherwise, I'm wondering why she's high and keep moving. Anyway, go to the cooking class, and this is Kansas' idea to go to the cooking class, and she only invites a few of them. So she invites Ashley, Megan, and Nikki. Kansas didn't want to, Kansas didn't know how to separate an egg, and they laughing at her because she don't know how to separate the egg. And he's telling her the yolk and the embryo and the what's that? Some other word that has to do with the female organs. And child, I did not know that either. I just call them egg whites and yolk, but apparently some part of it is embryo, some part of it is, I guess, the placenta. Child, the egg is a whole baby. I know that, but when you eat it, if you look at it like that and they trying to make pasta, if I was in there making that pasta and I was looking at that egg, the embryo, the sac and the placenta and the ovulation and all of this, I'd be like, I don't really want to eat this egg because one day I just wanted to turn into a vegan, but I know I don't have the get up and go to do it because I love the meat. I miss the meat so. Even when I cracked the egg one day and that little chicken head fell out. Oh, it wasn't that I so much was disgusted. I was hurt. His little whole body was in the egg, and it's just like, wow. That egg I didn't eat though. And everybody's like, man, you seem like you're not acting like yourself. I'm hungry. They sit down and eat, and Ashley is in the mess again. Ashley says she was asked who was looking at her profile, and she just said, "Oh, that's Morgan friend." And of course, even though she thinks that's innocent, that started a firestorm. She said, "Yes, next time, why don't you just ask her to ask me to look me up instead of telling her how you know?" But of course, Ashley like thinking to herself, like, I wasn't thinking about that. I just told her who you were. But at the same time, I kind of think you knew what you was doing. Nick and her mom, they go over there to set up their big event. Mulan and Ashley are talking about the beef that's upcoming in the car. And they just realize that they are the new villains, so they give each other a nice villain hat. And she named all the girls who had a problem with her. Mulan did. I have a problem with this one. I have a problem with that one. I have a problem with Danny. I have a problem with Morgan. Morgan because of Danny. And this, that, and the third. Coming up on me having a problem with. The only person I don't have a problem with is you and Nick. But, you know, she might just one day have a problem with Nick. The way things are going. And so Ashley said, well, if they want us to be the villains, here we go. Ooh, I wish people would stop saying that line they got from Diane Jenkins over there on Warehouse Wives. or Beverly Hills. Anyway, Kenzie arrived, and she was like, everybody is excited about this event, and they making the women look so beautiful, and they are feeling, in the moment, they are feeling so good about themselves. And then in confessional, she says, yeah, girl, me and Shy, we official now. We've been official for months. Have y'all? But that ain't what Shy said when he was on the episode. Shy said he, basically said he still, don't mind sleeping with his good ex over there, Nanny, delusional D. Anyway, they actually does a good job with the victims, and I call them cancer victims because that's what they are. They are victims. They are not patients. This disease is a murderer, in my opinion. Right? It takes your life, takes your soul, takes your beauty. If you get it treated with the poisonous drugs they ingest into your body to fight. And it so often wins, right? Because it needs a host to survive. Girl, when I tell you that their mama laid those encouraging words on those ladies, and honey, I felt that. Moving right along. Megan and Mulan have a talk, and Megan says that she has, in confessional, Megan says she has skeletons in her own closet, talking about Mulan. Danny says, and this is all right after the cancer event, y'all. So much stuff, so much good things had happened. But at least they waited until after everybody was gone. Ashley said, oh, this is about to take a turn for the worst. And Danny says, I know about Nick. And she says, yeah, because Mulan told me. She told me about just some bags that Dwayne had got, and she got upset, so he got a Cuba Liggin instead. And wow, I mean, what was the big deal about this? This did not seem like a crime moment. And Nikki is in a confession. I thought she was my friend. Maybe I need to stop telling her stuff. She running her mouth, telling my business. I'm like, well, what are you crying for, though? Because I know you still mourning for your brother-in-law type, but what is this deal about you crying about this? Weird. About a Cuba link and a chain. Nobody else knew this. So what? Mulan says, yeah, but I haven't done anything to interview. I haven't done anything to interview for you to have these attitudes with me. And Megan says, you're not a real friend. You're not a real friend to any of us. Nick says, and you're not a real friend to me. You're not a real friend to me. You try to fat shame me, bitch. Right. After you sent her that text message and she saw you on Instagram laughing about her getting punched. Nikki, you have no dog in this fight, in my opinion. And everybody comes at Mulan in this scene, and she really has nobody because Ashley was standing up in the corner like a stiff dog. Anyway, next, another meetup. Here we go. Kenzie and Mulan meet up, and she has on her victim, her villain era hat, and Megan was she says Megan was talking about that she had an Ozempic shot. Megan told Danny, Megan is the one who's messy. So what she's telling Kenzie, and Megan didn't want people to know that she had taken the Ozempic shot. Well, okay. So yeah, they agree that Megan is messy one, and she is. I just don't think anybody should take the Ozempic shot if they don't have diabetes. That's just my opinion, and it pisses me off because, like I said, if my sister come up on getting her shot real bad and she's sick, it's a problem because she already had to have one order. And that just made me think these reality TV batches. Okay. Anyway, Morgan meets with Megan. Another meetup. She meets up. I don't know. It's like they're not. The only group event was the cancer thing. But each and every one of these people at this point are meeting in twos. And it is just weird. And I know because it's a lot because of these girls are having so many issues with each other. But you know, them meeting individuals like this is like breaking the scenes up. So it's trying as a recapper, it's hard to weave in every little nuance that they're saying and to make the audience understand. But anyway, move right along. Morgan meets with Megan, and she says that she just sent the products because she's a former cosmetologist, and she says she's going to support, but you know, Megan says, you know, that she appreciated her support, and she said, "Well, I got this on that end because, you know, I know how it feels, but I'm not gonna be, you know, up in events kissing Ashley ass when I know doggone well she told my baby daddy where I live." And Mulan, Megan says Mulan tried to call me messy, and then she said, Megan said, "Who is she to call?" Morgan said, "Who is she to call somebody messy when she tells everybody business in the group?" And yes, to me, she's the messy one. And she tried to Ashley tried to come from my YouTube channel. And girl, bitch, I made $15,000 a month. Ooh, baby. One day, I hope. I just want to make $5 a month. Morgan says, Nix need to watch her back because Mulan is not her friend. Morgan says, even if you are the messy one, you stand in your shit. Mulan backpedals and puts out of her stuff. And Morgan said, if you keep it 10 with me, I keep it 10 with you. But if you go low with me, I'm gonna go low with you. And I'm gonna go to hell and gasoline drive, bitch. And that is the end of the episode. And that's what she meant. And that was the name of the episode. And that is my dual recap of Basketball Wives LA, Basketball Wives Orlando. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am coming on up with the subscriptions, but we need to get them up. We need to let them smash the subscriptions and the views. Okay? Thank you again for watching my channel. This is Country Conversation with Diva Diva. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Again, like, comment, and subscribe.